Hi everyone, my name is Cristian Castañeda and I am the founder and CEO of C4 Commercial Community. Today, I'm going to speak to you about the joint design the vision for the brand identity project. This is very exciting and I will introduce to you the powerful of the creativity for this global mission. The C4CCInc brand identity project is just not a design brief. This is an opportunity to build real brand and shape how they will be seen and the experience across the world. The vision of C4CCInc in global holding group consisting of over 30 active brands, each one operating in a different industries. Those includes construction, real estate, civil engineering, landscaping, demolition, investment and finance, digital marketing, e-commerce, fashion, entertainment, events, and more. So basically what we're doing today is explain everything how we do to build those real brands and a specification of how we take everything under the umbrella. We must be a strong, consistent, and create something that makes sense what we are looking at. So as you all guys are graphic designers, most of the people that are watching this video, we believe that you guys got a true talent, technical discipline, a long-term vision for help us build that visibility with a much creativity. So based on those statements, I would like to say that the role of design one of the brands for ground will select depending of the assessment where you get in the brand. Your job will be build interior visual identity, packets based on the internal structure, and creative standards. We are not looking to just making the pretty logos. Like we have some logos that are already existential ones. We're just looking to take this project to the next level. We want systematic through driving branding and can involve escalate and adapting this into the environment that we are. We already did a previous research in marketing, psychology, colors, and tactics. What we basically need you guys to go is to design and be responsible to completing the complete visual brand package. So as I say, this package will include this will include a logo, manual logo. It's the main version of the variation horizontal, vertical, monochromatic, icon only, etc. As you guys know, this logo compose different features, and these features gotta be described really well in a document. A logo of manual that will become after this will be very important. We basically got a list that I'm going to show you right now, which is composed everything in the step by step how we're gonna approach this long project. We're basically expecting you guys check the logo, making sure that it's good enough, and based on this conversation that we're gonna have, moving with the manual logo, and then explain everything with the technical procedures that we're gonna tell you to do it, and also where with your ideas as well, we're gonna take each one to the next level. We're gonna do based on this logo, we're gonna create a banner, flyer, brochure, business card, equipment levels, uniforms, stock templates, emails, internals card, which is an ID for us. We get a seal stand, and once we collecting all this information, this is gonna call a brand identity manual. It's very important when we have this very clear with all the test thresholds. I'm going to show you an example that we have all once previously. But moving on with those, we come in as well and making magazines. We're gonna making books. We're gonna making catalogs, physical advertisements, and internal presentation and conference public presentation as well. So this is one of the more encouraged projects, and it's really important that you guys focus on the manual identity key. We request as a minimum it's gonna be an average between 50 to 30 to 50 over 60 pages. It all depends of the quality of the information and the way that you guys develop it. But I'm going to show you one of the examples that we got previously for one of those old graphic designers that was working with us. He basically made this one. Or we got different serials options. What I would like to show you is just a clear example of how this is being where we are and what we like to improve in basically of this. This logo manual is basically for a company called C4 Constructions. For this, I would like to clarify that I would like the manual logo based on what it looks like the company. For example, this is the logo of the company for C4CC. I would like you guys using like the components and then using the different features you guys using in a different disclose, so you guys be able to explain what you guys did and how you guys did. Put basically the codes, the type of color, and puts as well the is basically this is the color. I understand some of those manual logos are in Spanish and some of them are in English, but I just want you to get the idea of the sampling that what it is. So for this particular brand that we're talking here, we see the gold, the black, the white. This is what we got as well here. They exactly the same codes that they're using in Photoshop, or they gotta explain as well the program. You gotta explain the program that you use, and as well the percent of the colors, and even the background as well. You see the texture, you see it's dark at the sides, and in the inside it's like more white, looks like the light projection. That's credibility, and that creates more visibility where people see they can do more engagement, like they can match with this. And as well the typographics, like the type of writing they using it is really important for identify how do you should writing for social media or for campaigns of advertisement. So this is one of the things that you guys have to be very aware, and as well in commitment of the same identity, we gotta do the logo, the lines, and the letterheads into the same context as well with the business cards. This is one of the examples. This is one of the uniforms. This is for one of the companies. Most of those documents have been writing and have to be explained clearly that it's property, like intellectual property of C4CC, and this is making by C4 Digital Ag, which is our company of marketing, but as well explain as well the financially by C4 Invest Capital. So the umbrella company, the main company for everyone is C4CC. However, depending of the industry subdivision that we approaching, there might be another company in between. So that's how it works. This is as well for personal brand. So this is in my personal brand. I just want to show you the example, the transition in colors and everything. And these components create that impressive, good looking it. So this is obviously another brand that I want you guys to take a look and be very specific. In the beginning of those as well, it's very important to clarify that I got two books here. I would like to use the format. So let's say the logo is called here in the beginner, and you guys are speaking about all the components of the manual logo and indentative as well. So you guys in this one, you guys talking about, you know, the name of the main company or the company, the brand that you're using it. I'm gonna give introduction of the documents that explain the company, and then we're gonna create a content. So contents is gonna explain in an introduction what is, you know, everything about the basic and the brand, and we're gonna go and give it a specification. So to give you the like more clear example, this is like what it looks like in terms of visually looking, you know, has a design. But for actual content, I would like to show you this one, which is one of the construction ones that is made before. This is a draft. This is still is on progress. So we go here in this one, logo development overview. We're gonna send you like a document where it specify every single feature that needs to be on this. But it's very important to clarify that we're using the number 1, number 2, number 3 to explain in other or important things of the identity, but at the same time, what are we talking and what page is located. This one is missing where is the page, and you know, in a way that is more simply to see what are we talking about. And it's like basically we're creating a transition between a Bible, an instructional one book, and this needs to be like a one sort of document where we can give it to somebody, and this person, if he's gonna do a campaign, or if he's somebody who want to know about us, literally can understand from top to the bottom the colors, how to implement, what's the sort of uniforms, everything need to be here. So that will always keep clean the structuring. So it's, as I say, this example, we can see brand consistently guidelines, extending an application brand, the logos in a different context. We can see it like with the full color, black and white version, monochromatic, icon only version, horizontal version, and you know, in a different negative, positive. And it's the more that we can explain, this is a bit formal, right? This is the different, every single logo that I've been receiving, I just can be collecting bits and pieces and realizing what is better one than the other. This is more creative, but this is more informative. So we need to find out the balance in between to reaching the point where it goes really top line. As well, in a line with this is a C4 Capital. This is another company, but it's a different logo. So because it's many different people that have been working on this, and I've just been collecting all the ideas to get the best result for each one. We as well got to explain how we should use the logo, like how you not making reductions, or how do you supposed to cut the logo, or not using it for implementations as well. Another point that I have to say as well that is really important is we can use a lot of 3D lyrics just to call attention in some scenarios as well. So it's always be mindful of what sort of brand you're using in. This is a C4 digital previous one. All this is all the stuff that we have before, and I would just want to give it an example, give it um, a clear looking of what are we been achieving and what we try to improve and get better. So based on those, so it's very important to be creative, but at the same time adding the information. So those ones are more creative than the previous one that I show you in construction, but they have less information. It's really cool as well to see, like when we see the logo in a different stages. So we, for the more minimalist, the more small one, going increasing the level of quality in terms of get the better looking, but as well it's important to have just the minimal version, should just stamp a seal, or just using in a small writing or in a quick solution for labels or different applications. So as well, moving on, I want to show carpentry. So carpentry is as well one of the best ones, where we can see the background and we can see the textures. We can see how they've been mixing the colors. Like the idea with those is have the criteria of playing everything, like we say, with the codes and the colors and the percents and all those is generated one again and again. The like it's explained before, the list that we request will be involved into this. It's really important to see at the end of the project everything completed successfully. We got as well here like the digital signature for email, and always we putting in these manual logos, that the purpose of this is basically establish a rules where this one is incorrect. This is for C4 demolitions, but that's why you guys see. So we gotta fix all these pieces and pieces for have an internal key for the proper user of the brands, and for even if it's for designer, management, or even for architect in terms of building something related. Could be online or could be physical. So this is basically the same. This is another one that I really like. It is a C4 landscaping. One of the very old ones is we were changing the spelling, and we've been making adjustments as we go just to make it better. But I like, this is one of the more like of the color rules, is how this graphic designer Gonzalo, he distribute the colors and numbers, and as well he explained every single one, what percent it is, what context it is, what is the RGB and the HES. So it's really explanatory. So even if you, let's say I don't have the digitable to give it to somebody, or if you have in a program that they don't using that version anymore, we have the components here, and it will be easy to just send this over, and people can do it back again if they have to do from the scratch. So always we need to be thankful in terms of C4 digital ads, C4 invest capital, and we always had it clear in terms of the visibility of what we want to achieve and how we want to do it. I think this is one of the more significant things that what are we doing this. If it's any more questions related, just please go back to me. But I just wish with this video you get understanding more of the more complex things. Please, you allowed to use tools related to the company. Just try to not show brands, try to not show external people like models, stock photos. We try to create and collect our real photos for our personal bank of photos. So that's the ones that I would like to allow. Okay. So in that idea, that's basically what we're requesting for this project. is really exciting, and I think it's gonna be a lot of work back and forward and try to set it up this as well, even for the watermarks, the implications as well in social media, on the internet. That is, it's everything online these days. It's very important to have it that clear. So this is one of the other examples with a different company. So I hope you guys understood basically what I tried to say. Now, last but not least, I would like to talk about the organizational standards that we request for the delivering of this project. We were in a structure, in every file we have a folder. Must be straight naming the protocols and the version of the control. So we have a way that we saving the information that we're gonna send that to you, the example. But just a quick explain is basically year, month, day. We put a time, we put a country, city, and shop description and the brand codes. The example I will send to you in writing, like I say. However, this is a quick example. Like say today is 2025, the month is July, so it's 07:15, and then we put the time. So I'm gonna send it in writing just to no confusing. And then I'm more than happy to as well give you the brands codes, so you guys will understand the big name, how to become in short version for the purposes of explaining the brands that we have, just regarding that they are different ones for the different clients and the different internal companies. So don't worry, we have a team that is gonna assist you as well with those big takes, and it could be like a big work. And last thing as well, well, I already said last thing, but the actual last thing, we're just looking for somebody to have a professional environment. We would like to work, we don't want to work in any chaos or anything. We just would like to have high quality, and we understand that quality comes with a system, and those systems obviously create a structure, and that vision that we have is basically long-term work. We just want to be here for you, so I'm gonna be in here for help. Thank you very much, and I hope this project is for you. Don't forget following us in our social media so you can see what we've been doing so far, and I hope you as well get connected and get a good match what we try to build, and let's build it together. Thank you. Goodbye.